Hey everyone, welcome to Wild Breakaway with Mike Greenlay. I'm Audra Martin. A tough reminder tonight on the road for Minnesota. No lead is safe, especially when you're taking on the best home team in the league. They let a 4-2 late lead slip away, eventually falling 5-4 in overtime.
Well, and a couple things that we've seen kind of bite the Minnesota Wild few times this season. One of them is allowing consecutive goals in less than a minute. We've seen that happen a few too many times. The other one is allowing goals late in a period, and obviously you're going to get a lot of push at the end of a third period. But last game they were able to survive it against Colorado because Colorado just didn't have the type of firepower late in the game that Boston did. But you can't always rely on locking things down at the end. You have to continue playing the same way, and Bruce Boudreau knew that this team played well for a good portion of the game, but when you change your style late to kind of try and lock it down, sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, unfortunately, it did not work tonight. The Minnesota Wild fall in overtime. David Krejci had 2 goals within a 48-second span to force things into overtime. The Minnesota Wild were 2 minutes away from handing the Boston Bruins their first regulation loss on home ice, but they cannot come through. A tough one despite the fact that the Wild, quite frankly, were the better team for the vast majority of the game.
You know, for 55 minutes, I thought we played outstanding. And even in the third period, I thought when they were trying to put a push on, we were positionally, we were great. And, it's sometimes coaches take it a little harder than players. So, I'll get over it.
The road trip continues Monday night as the Wild kick off a set of back-to-back games, and it starts in the Big Apple as they take on the New York Rangers for the first time this season. Our coverage begins at 5:30 on Wild Live. Talk about comebacks here tonight in Boston. They had a big one tonight for the New York Rangers. They were down 4-0 in Montreal and end up beating the Habs 6-5. So even though they've had some struggles this year, you cannot count out the New York Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers or any other team for that matter, there's going to be a lot of swings in the National Hockey League, just the way the NHL has helped with some of the rule changes, with some of the nuances of the game now. They're trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone for a good long period of time, and they're doing that because they know the longer it's in someone's zone, the better chance to see scoring. So you're going to see high-scoring games, you're going to see comebacks, you're going to see leads flip. And that's just entertaining, and unless it's your team, then you usually like to see it. So things will tighten up after Christmas, probably into January and February, but for now, enjoy the big goal swings.
Yeah, well, it's a chance for the Wild to extend their win streak against the Rangers. They have taken them down in each of the last 4 meetings with the New York Rangers. We'll see if they can continue it Monday night, game 1 of a set of back-to-backs. We look forward to seeing you then. For Mike Greenlay, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us here on Wild Breakaway.